today, but I know that some others are here because this is a special day. Today is the first of many days that we will spend over the next semester celebrating the career of our athletic director, Chad Yowell. Chad will retire at the end of this semester after an amazing career here at Wheaton, 23 years. I have only had the privilege and pleasure of working with Chad for the past year and a half, and yet I have stories. I have good stories. But it seems wiser that I turn the mic over to Chad's longtime friend and former boss, Wheaton College's Dean of Students Emerita, Sue Alexander.
What's really nice is to have been around long enough to be able to tell you history. So I have a fable to tell you today. Once upon a time, long, long ago, in the land of Wheaton, before any of the current generation of students were born, there were only women. It was a happy place, but the people were bored. They studied, and then they left for other countries on the weekends. There were sports teams in Wheaton land, but nobody paid much attention to them because they rarely won any games. But Wheaton had a wise queen, whose name was Tish. Queen Tish was determined to bring honor and recognition to Wheaton land, and she decreed that henceforth Wheaton would open its borders to men, so they could learn from the women how to become sensitive New Age guys. And Wheaton land could model partnership between women and men for other nations. But how would she achieve this lofty goal? Wise Queen Tish called her Lord High Executioner, Dean Sue, and commanded her to go forth and seek far and wide for a knight who would assemble a royal athletics program. Find me someone who will create teams for men, but at the same time give women's teams the resources they deserve so that we will have equal programs of excellence, she said, and we will move them out of that ugly Quonset hut into a new but economically designed sports coliseum. There was much grumbling among the faculty courtiers at this decree, but Queen Tish knew that if people had reason to cheer, they would come to Wheaton land. So ex-Dean Sue sought far and wide for someone who could fill the bill. And at long last, riding out of the West, came Sir Chad. I have heard the Queen's command, he said. I'm your man. How would I know that? Asked ex-Dean Sue. Because I too have been a Lord High Executioner, said Sir Chad, but I was wise enough to go back to athletics. And my partner, Lady Charlene, has helped rid me of any patriarchal predispositions. Okay, said Dean Sue, but before you're hired, you must pass this test. You must find a Wheaton lion who will be the mascot. And it can't be one of those rip your face off, Lord of the Jungle type lions either. So Sir Chad returned with a gender-sensitive, intelligent, brave, and tenacious lion. And here with us today is the current Wheaton Lion's great-great-great-great-great-grandfather, the original Wheaton Lion. You're the man for the job, said ex-Dean Sue. So Sir Chad assembled a company of coaches and began a dynasty of teams that would make the Kingdom of Wheaton proud. And you are all part of this great history. Chad Yowell created a Wheaton athletics ethic of dedication to success in the classroom and on the playing field. He has mentored coaches and athletes alike to achieve by becoming better persons, not just players. Most faculty at Wheaton would say that they wished all Wheaton students had coaches. Chad, if we could knight you, we would. But know that your legacy to this college is an athletics tradition of excellence that is without peer at liberal arts colleges. We are all privileged to have shared in this program's finest moments with you, and Wheaton is grateful for your long-lasting contribution. Wheaton Athletics is retiring her number on this occasion. And as someone who was fortunate enough to receive a number when I retired, I can tell you how much joy it's going to bring you as you see it hanging on your wall. And also just how much joy coming over to the other side is. And for Lady Charlene,